Hey guys, welcome back. If you ever installed these and then found that they kind of stick out too much and like you want as narrow as possible, and then you end up with a bunch of holes and you kind of figure, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You know, like you don't want to have to pay for new plastic because you put that in there and everything. And then you're wondering, well, I ripped off the bottom one last time we went to Glass Falls, and I decided, well, I'm gonna remove them, but it looks like shit. So what do? Well, the thing is, grab yourself a little flat screwdriver and you're gonna see they're all pulled out, right? So just try to push them in when it's still cold, just in a little bit so it's pointing inwards at the groove. Try not to do that. And then heat up. And heat up till, zoom in, heat up till you see it, that it starts to shrink. And once it does, if you flatten it, you can literally fill the entire hole back up. And then move on to the next one. We'll heat it up and then just flatten it. Heat it up some more. And flatten it good. And you can massage it the way you want or whatever till you're happy with what you got. As you can see, I'll just wipe it clean. And you basically, you end up with a little dimple, but with any shine or anything on there, it's gone. So basically, that's all you need to do to fix them all. And it's pretty straightforward. You can heat them up a little bit and try to push inwards to make sure that the plastic goes the way you want it to. You know, do your technique the way you want. Just to push in and then heat it up. And then just flatten it out again. Like, it's not gonna be 100%, but it already had dimples and holes to begin with. The little tiny dimples that they put to know where you're gonna drill. So basically, just repeat every hole. So if you do put those fenders on, you rip one side off, don't get discouraged. You can basically make it go away at least at 75 to 80% of it gone. That's not gonna, and if you shine it with Armor All or anything else, it's gonna be even harder to notice. So just repeat that till you're happy. You could basically play with it as much as you want. Just don't overburn your plastic. And that's it. So I'll do these ones, these nasty ones in the bottom, to show you just how much you can get. Like, this is literally, it ripped a hole and ripped the bottom fender right off, and you see where the screw pulled out and scratched. So we're gonna manipulate it with the, don't rip your access off because it becomes a filler. So we'll see this mean hole here and see how good that I can actually heat it up. And that was a big hole. And then patch it up. And then you can sand this, you can do whatever you want, 1000 grit. There's the hole, gone. Here's another one that's a nasty rip. So you push your plastics inwards to make like a filler. And you can do this pretty well to anything that you rip, to whatever, to try to see if you can. Then we'll heat it up. When you see the plastic wanting to start shining, stop, and then just push inwards. And then try to push in it to like fill it, like you're playing with putty or something. And there you go. That's another patch. This one here has got no extra plastic left, no extra plastic, so we'll see if we can manipulate the surrounding plastic to actually fill in the hole. And this is being done at no guesswork. Just worked at a body shop and saw a bunch of guys do a bunch of shit with a bunch of stuff that they can. We'll see how we can get rid. I don't think I can get rid of the whole thing without thinning out the plastic too much, but at least it won't be as dramatic that it was. And I'm sure if I picked up a black plastic somewhere with anything, I could actually melt it, that it would actually make a filler for it. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try exactly that. I'm gonna try to find the plastic. Black plastic. What can I use? How about a push pin? I'll grab a crappy, shitty push pin. Should be about the same blackness. Crappy, old, shitty plastic. And what we'll do is I guess I should have grabbed cutters, eh? Bear with me. So what we're gonna do, it's a push pin. We're actually gonna slice the piece off and then slice another piece off. And basically this has got like, it grabs, right? So we're gonna try to stick it in the hole. It's not going in. We're gonna heat it up. And then try to stick it in the hole. Which is not working. Let me grab another piece. The push pin end. Let's see if I can at least push the end in. I'm gonna heat it up. And see if I can fill in the hole. Ooh, she's hot. Cool it off. I guess I could massage it some more with a screwdriver or anything, but you can always sand it down because it's got like a rough surface, this stuff here. So you just grab a little sandpaper and you see what I'm getting at. It's not perfect, but it does fix holes. It does fix trims. Looks better than just something that's been yanked. And another thing that I was considering on doing was, once you have the holes drilled out or filled back in, you can basically either cut your screws shorter and put them back in. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because it's going to hide, like I'm going to make sure the hole's nice and tight for it to screw in. And what I'm going to do is, this way here you're flattening them out, right? And I'm just going to put them all in like this and then refill all the holes. And that way they're flat, and it's just going to look like the rest of the accessories moving along the side of it. So you can really camo it that way. So anyways, it's just a, holy shit, it's ever hot today. Just a little heads up, a little tip that I'm trying out. And if you guys want to try it and you rip off a fender that you don't have to stick around with what, you might not want to try to fill it up like I did with the, you probably have to take your time and figure it out and whatever. Make sure you cool the plastic real quick after so it stiffens right up. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one, and be safe, and hope this helps. Thanks.